Yeah, whatever. Alright, this is Banzai Escape, played on Steam. We're gonna go ahead and, actually... we'll go through a level here. I'm gonna start with level 3, because the first one's, like, definitely a tutorial. And then that's, like, I guess a real level. But I want to do the 3rd and 4th level for demonstration purposes. But before I do any of that, I really should go into customize here. You can customize. These are the 3 main characters of the game. You only play as this one, Rokia. I'm sure I messed that up. Let's go ahead and go to the default outfit here. That's all default. You can change to a darker hair color. There are extra slots here, as if you could add your own mods. In fact, there is a mod folder for the game by default. But yeah, there's nothing here to unlock. They're just spaces so you can add your own mods. And strangely enough, I don't really see any mods on Steam that people are sharing. These 2 characters, let's go ahead and throw their default outfits on as well, just so you can see what they normally look like. And you can also see the extent of what you can do with these characters. And just so you know, Beta's here is a guy. I know it totally looks like a girl. In fact, there's a Steam discussion that straight up asks, is Betas a guy or a girl? And the developer says Betas is a trap. So, there you go with that. Oh wait, one more thing I need to customize is my armory. So, you have this default side arm. It is the only like backup weapon you get. Otherwise, the other weapon you choose is straight up what you have to deal with. I'm gonna go with the assault rifle here. You have to come in and equip it. You can come in and buy more ammo for each weapon. In fact, you kind of have to if you really want to use a certain weapon. So as you can see now, it's red. If I were to switch to something else and hit equip, I only have 1 magazine for this weapon because I haven't bought any extra ammo. So you can see it's red there now. And now I also have this one red. This is the only backup weapon, like I said, because this is not a backup weapon like I thought at first. Let's go ahead and use this weapon just because it's not too powerful. And yeah, basically after each level you unlock more weapons and you get money to spend on those weapons. We're going to go ahead and jump into this level and you'll get a sense of what the game is like. So there is a bit of a story.
I've already contacted our dealers and they have their squad of mercenaries
and it is
ready to take
all voiced in English.
They're professionals, I assure you.
However, I do believe this is not... Whoever made this game, English was not their first language, which is strange because the whole game is only voiced in English.
That's great, but I can't help but feel something.
But there's definitely some...
Let's drop by Centurion's place.
There's definitely some spelling mistakes in the text here, and the text can also be changed to a bunch of different stuff. If I go into options, sound, I have the music. This doesn't really seem to have a big difference until you lower it really far. And then graphics, you can change all of these things, which is really nice. It doesn't look like I can change the language settings in the middle of a level. So let's just go ahead and keep going.
Don't want every scrap of confidential data we have falling into the Pascals and Bureau's hands now, do we?
Can't we just...
Yeah, so the voice of Betas definitely tells you it's a boy. But
Absolutely not.
just looking at him, he looks like a girl, so just want to clear that up. And that's why I think the alternate outfits at least can change it to make him look more like a boy if you want.
Good call, sir.
But like the
Then
default
I'll
outfit here
tell
totally
the
looks like a
helicopter
girl.
operator to shut down the
Go on
Anyway,
ahead.
they're the bad guys, I guess you could say. Here we go. We're going into a mission. So this is a on-rails cover shooter. We just have we can go in and out of cover with spacebar, and we can aim and shoot with the mouse. This game does not have native controller support, although I'm sure you could rig it up if you really want to. So I'm going to go ahead and shoot this guy. So interesting thing about these shield guys is you just shoot their shield for a while, and then they'll drop it. Which was something took me a while to figure out, because I mean, you think... Let me go ahead and... Oh yeah, you hit R to reload. Just don't want to run out of ammo in the middle of a firefight. And of course headshots count as more damage against your opponents if you want to take them out sooner. And the game does advance automatically as you go through an area. And as you take damage, the screen does change with some blood splatter, as you can see. And then if you just take too much damage, you'll just have to restart the level. There are no checkpoints in these levels, but they are short. They're only like... Most levels are about 3 to 5 minutes, I'd say. So the reason there are no checkpoints is because the levels are short, even though there are a few times where I wish there were checkpoints, but I understand why. Oh no. Yeah, you gotta watch out for these guys with the knives, because they'll just kill you instantly. And when you do die, there is like ragdoll physics. Yeah, these guys with the knives that I'm missing, they will kill you instantly. So you gotta be careful to watch out for them. And like I said, missions are only a few minutes long each, so we'll go ahead and rush through this one. Come on, shield guy. All right. Ah. So yeah, some of these guys, even though they're behind cover, their cover isn't the best. I can still, like, shoot them. And I'm getting pretty dangerously low on health there. But yeah, if you just take cover or don't get shot for a short while, then the blood splatter on the screen will be reduced. I'm going to shoot this first guy and then the barrel to get them all at once. I kept dying on this level in particular a lot because that barrel behind you, if you don't shoot it right then, these guys can shoot it and it'll just kill you. So you can't even see it on screen, but it's still there if you don't shoot it yourself. And yes, you can shoot from behind cover, but your accuracy is just greatly reduced. As you can see, as I'm shooting this chair, it's not really hitting inside the reticle, but then as I come out, it definitely is. So yeah, you can shoot from behind cover, it's just much reduced accuracy. So you can waste ammo that way. And you do have limited ammo, and you need to take that into account because if you run out of ammo completely, you lose the level because you can't fight back. This is kill count, time, and gives you a score. The score is not saved. Your time is saved. As we go to the level select, you have to click inside the text box in order to advance text. He's your control person, talks to you over the radio. And you can skip through it if you just rapidly click if you want. And then it shows you unlocked a couple weapons and the next area. This will take you back to the title screen. This will take you to the next level right away. Or you can come back to this screen to choose customization. And I would recommend sort of saving your money a bit. In fact, if you want to buy ammo, let's go ahead and equip this. I haven't even used this weapon before. It's like a tiny little machine gun. Oh yeah, I've got it equipped. So we're gonna go ahead. I guess it's not a big spoiler to say that these are all the levels here. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 levels. And I want to point that out because this game is pretty short. They're about 3 to 5 minute levels, and there's only 8 of them. So the game can definitely be beaten in under an hour. Although probably not if it's your first time going through it. But I can say I can beat the game in about 10 minutes if you have beaten the game before and have a bunch of weapons unlocked, because you can use after you beat the game, you unlock a super weapon. It's like a laser, basically, and you can go through the game, and that's why I have like 12 seconds, 27 seconds, a minute 23, a minute 23 on each of these levels. And then I just replayed the level with the super weapon just for fun, just to see how super powerful it is, but that's only after you beat the game. But let's go ahead and go to this next level, just because it shows off a few more mechanics in the game. You can skip dialogue cutscenes by going up to here. And this is a little 10-second bomb on the door that I can't skip. I gotta wait for it to go off. But yeah, the game is on rails, so it advances after you take out all the enemies automatically. And you choose when to be out and out of cover. And then you can come in here, take cover. Also, in certain areas, you'll see this little indicator down here. That means you can either click on any of these things to do the action, or you got the keyboard, which in this case is S to switch sides. And you can go back and forth between 2 different spots of cover. That guy's got bad cover. So yeah, the keyboard controls are basically R for reload, S for switch, if there is a switching opportunity, and then spacebar to come in and out of cover. You cannot shoot while moving, whether it's in one of these scripted advances or if you're just switching sides. You still can't shoot while moving. There are these spots here, these blue spots in this case. Those are the weak points. And what I gotta do is simply go back and forth here while they take a while to rotate over to my position. I'm just gonna go ahead and shoot at them for a bit. As you can see, the color spots, they're changing color, becoming gradually more red and orange. Oops, no. Don't come up. There we go. Takes a little while. But this level in particular, you need to upgrade your weapon before you get to this level, because you will run out of ammo if you don't buy ammo before this point. I'm just going to take cover while it's laser shooting. Also, when you get further to the end of the game, there are a couple bosses. There are a couple bosses, and basically you can't even hurt them unless you're using a better weapon than the default weapon. So I have 292 shots left with this gun. If I use them all up, I will only have my standard handgun backup weapon. That one weapon I showed that is the basic weapon that you can't unequip. That weapon is not strong enough to hurt the bosses at the end of the game. So basically, if you run out of your primary weapon's ammo, you've lost, because you can't hurt the boss anymore. So it is important to upgrade your weapons appropriately. You can replay levels to get more money if you need to, but I didn't have to. I was able to simply play through the game without repeating levels to get money. But I would say this game is too short in the fact that there aren't enough levels to play through the game once and buy all the weapons. which is what I think should be possible if you just focus on just buying the weapons and not even upgrading them all. Yeah, basically the money doesn't give you the game doesn't give you enough money by default to buy more weapons, so I think that's a fault of the game being too short. That is a grenade, which I need to move over to avoid. This guy's hiding over here. There we go. Alright, we're coming up on the last part of the level here. We're going to take down an AI.
Kind of human are you? I won't.
We're going to go into here and fight this boss. And I believe even this boss can't be hurt by the default secondary weapon, which is all the more reason why you do, in fact, need to upgrade your weapons, and why, if you run out of the primary weapons ammo, you've pretty much lost the level. But if you do run out of the secondary weapon ammo, the game will tell you you lost. On any other level besides a boss level, the handgun does come in handy. So you've only lost by default if you run out of your primary weapon on the boss levels. And I just realized I am out of ammo. Now I'm on my handgun. And this does so little damage, it kind of makes the game unplayable. Because even though I can take out these points on the side here, I won't be able to take out the boss. Which is why you absolutely do need to upgrade your weapons. So what I gotta do here is just tap these points a bunch of times until they blow up. There we go, that's one. Hit reload. And these flying things are just going to where my position is at the time they launch. And based on where this eyeball in the middle is looking. So it was still looking over to the left, so those things went over to the left. But now they're coming this way. I could shoot them myself by shooting those blue spots on them, but I would just rather not. I'm just going to save my ammo in this case. Oh no. And you also cannot go back and forth when you've decided to move to one area. As you can see, I can't go back. There you go. You see, I can take them out. But, it's just a bit of a wasted ammo in this case if I want to be quick about things. Alright. And now, I will show you. Oh, I can hurt it. Move. That was close. I could have sworn I tried this before and I wasn't able to hurt it. But, looks like I can hurt it. But I know for a fact I cannot hurt the later bosses because it straight up comes up and says no damage. Or resist or something like that. Where's my cursor? So yeah, this is going to take a while if I want to continue doing this, because the handgun is just so weak. And then if I run out of my 600 remaining shots, which probably won't happen, but it's going to take a while to do. And I don't want to bore you with this. But just know, you need to upgrade your weapons. I came into this level with a weapon I had just bought, and I only had as much ammo as I could buy with the money I got from the last level. So you do need to spend your money wisely. Sort of pick one weapon, get a bunch of ammo for it, and then don't buy another weapon until you feel like you need to. Yeah, that thing is still blue. This isn't going to happen for a while. So let's go ahead and exit the level. I'm going to show you more options. Language. So the voice language, you can modify the voice, adding custom voice. So I guess in theory you could just record your own voices. This game is very mod friendly, but for some reason on Steam there hasn't been a whole bunch of mods. Maybe it's off of Steam that there are mods somewhere. I haven't really looked, but you can just turn off voices if you want, or keep the English voices, and then the language itself can be in Japanese or Rokai Madness? Oh, I did not even know this was a thing. Will contain grammatical errors. The default English contains grammatical errors, I can tell you that much. Wow, so I didn't know that was a thing. So you got Japanese, you got this crazy one that they decided to put in, and then you got default. Although, that's just the language dialect. That's not going to change the voice recording. Pretty sure. If I put in Japanese, it's not going to come up with a Japanese option over here. Alright, showed you those options already. Start. There is only one save file. So if you want to click start, it's going to delete your progress and all your purchases. So don't do that unless you really want to. And then, yeah, you got the custom stuff I've already shown. It looks like you get money even if you fail a level, which is nice because it means you don't have to complete a level in order to progress. So if I wanted to take this level on again with more ammo, I don't necessarily have to go beat another level first and then come back. I can come in here, buy a bunch of ammo, and then go back into it right away. So that's nice for the player. Other than that, I think that's all there is to say about the game. There are a couple other little unique levels, but it is short. It is everything I've pretty much shown you at this point. If you have any other questions about the game, please ask in the comments below. I will answer them. And then if you have any sort of game recommendations, anything that's similar to this game that maybe you think is better or worse, let me know in the comments below so I can check it out. Other than that, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.